to my channel. If you are new, my name is Haley. I am a lifestyle content creator here on YouTube, and I would be super excited if you guys decided to stick around and subscribe to be notified when you can receive more videos from me. But if you are a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much for coming back. Today, I am so excited to share with you that I am partnering with LIFEWTR to bring you guys my top tips for producing a creative and inspired lifestyle. These are going to be habit-forming things that you can do throughout your day to ignite creativity and be more productive. So let's get started.
Side note, LIFEWTR can be conveniently purchased at your local 7-Eleven. That is where I got mine.
So tip number one is to wake up earlier. Having a really good morning routine where you can maybe fit in something a little bit extra through your day is going to make you more productive and hopefully help you to achieve more throughout your day. So I like to set my alarm clock, go to bed a little bit earlier so that way I have time for when I wake up in the morning. I have my gym clothes set aside already. I put them on, I go downstairs, make my coffee, get my water, take my vitamins. I do my daily stretching routine before I hit the gym, and then I feel so much better. I feel like I'm accomplishing more. It just sets me out on the right foot. If you're someone who works out every day, you especially need to make sure that you're getting extra hydration. So I always have a bottle of water with me in the gym, and then I will always try to at least drink one right after the gym throughout the next hour or two. I used to always take a sports drink to the gym, and recently I've just been taking the LIFEWTR because it's pH balanced and purified, and it has electrolytes. So it's perfect for hydration and recovery from your training session. Tip number 2 is to read 2 chapters per day. And this is something I've been really trying to stick to. Getting in those 2 chapters a day used to feel really hard for me because I just wouldn't schedule it out. But if you actually write it down in your planner, like I'm gonna read at this time, usually for me it's before bed. It can be a fun book, it can be a self-help book, anything that is going to give you guys like 2 chapters. And I'm not talking a magazine or listening to an audiobook while you're driving. This is like you're sitting down, physically reading a book, and just allowing for that relaxation to happen, and hopefully it'll kind of give you some peace. Tip number 3 is to be prepared with your food. Now, for me, this is something that always makes me feel better. I usually get more done in the day if my options for food are already set for me. They say that if you have less decisions to make during the day, you're prone to make better ones, which is so true. If I don't meal prep or make healthy choices, or I have too many decisions, I usually don't make a good choice. So taking that time to meal prep each week, I usually meal prep 2 or 3 times. I don't like to have things sit in the fridge too long. It just helps me to get more done throughout the day because I'm not thinking about my next meal or what I'm gonna have for dinner. I can solely focus on the tasks at hand for the day. And I have a quick tip for you guys if you lack getting water for the day. I don't know about you, but if something is effervescent or flavored, I can drink it no problem. In fact, I usually chug it if I have to drink plain water. So I kind of put it off. I don't think about it as much, but you know what I do think about is my cell phone, and I pick that up way too much. So what I started doing was sticking my phone underneath my water bottle, and every time I checked my phone, I would take a sip of water, and I actually drank double the amount of plain water in the day. So that is just a little tip for you guys if you need to get more water in for your day. The next tip is to practice a self-care routine. Now you're probably thinking, Haley, this sounds so relaxing. How is this helping you to get things done? How is this making you more creative? Well, when you take time for yourself and you treat yourself in a loving way, I know this sounds really schmoozy, but it's so true. You will feel so much more refreshed, and when you do have to work, you're like looking forward to the fact that you can relax later on. So it just kind of propels you into whatever you're doing. And I know for me, I do my best thinking in the bathtub. I actually recently started doing this where I get in the bathtub, I set some calming music, and I just kind of go through like a brain dump in my mind. I'm like, okay, I've done this, I've done that. Sometimes I stand there, well, I don't stand there, I sit there and I like kind of air write on the tile because I'm like, all right, I've done this, I've done that. You get what I'm saying? So maybe you sit there, you have a little snack, you get your 2 chapters in for the day, and you just kind of can reflect on either the day that you've had or the day that you want to have the next day. And I know self-care comes in a lot of different ways. So if that's journaling, going to the gym, making time for friends and family, whatever it is that really just makes you feel loved and makes you feel good, do it. Now my last and final tip is my GSD tip. I say GSD because I'm abbreviating a bad word. So this is like the get done. Being intentional with your day and actually taking the time to check off things that you accomplish is going to help you stay so much more focused in your day. I know for me personally that if I don't write down what I have to do, break down these bigger projects into smaller obtainable goals, I am just like floating around, like what am I supposed to do with myself? Especially because for the most part I work from home and I have to be extremely motivated and very streamlined with my work or nothing gets done. For me to be able to GSD in the most effective way possible, I like to schedule out things on just a piece of paper. I talked about this in a video last year, and it was basically like I took a break from my structured planner and just used a piece of paper and brain dumped everything that I had to get down, and then I made smaller goals for each thing. And I did this for about a week until I felt like all of those harping projects and tasks that were on me were done. And then I went back to my planner and made it cute and pretty and used stickers and things like that. But when you feel like life is really at you, it can be so hard to get things done. Also, another tip for especially those of you who are like trying to study and you're distracted, or you work from home and you get distracted easily, bring everything that you may need to you, except for the toilet. If you have to go to the bathroom, that might be the only thing you can take with you. What I mean is set yourself up for success with your space. Turn off all the distractions. Maybe you turn on some relaxing music or some study music. Helps me to focus. Put your phone on airplane mode if you need to. Bring a snack. This is something that I actually did in high school and it really helped me. Some of the teachers didn't like that I did it, but you know what? It actually helped me focus more. So that way you're not tempted to go to the snack machine, or you're not tempted to get up from your desk and go to the coffee room. You just have everything with you at your desk. Make it easy for you to just stay and get your work done, and then you can go practice your self-care routine. See how all of these things kind of correlate? This is why it is so important that we take the time to do these things, because overall they're going to improve our life in the long run. They may seem difficult now because it might be adding some new tasks to your to-do list, but creating good habits is going to help you so much in the long run. I promise you. Just try it out. And if you guys do try out any of these tips or add anything new into your routine, I want to know how they're working for you, so let me know. Make sure you guys follow along on Instagram. You can leave a little comment and tell me how you're doing. You can also tell me on Snapchat if you guys are not following me on there yet. Shameless plug over here. I just want to say another thank you to LIFEWTR for partnering with me on this video. I am so inspired by the message that LIFEWTR is portraying. They work with artists every single season to create new designs for their packaging. It's supposed to ignite creativity, get you inspired, and also help support local artists, which I think is so cool. It's so important to realize how refreshing the body and mind is a great tool for overall productivity and creativity in your life. Really, I love that it's inspiring people creatively on the outside while it's hydrating you on the inside. It's a pretty awesome concept, and I think it's really inspiring. So definitely check it out at your local 7-Eleven and let me know what you guys think of it. I would love to know what moves you, what inspires you, what kind of things are you going to add to your self-care routine? Are you someone who likes to draw? Do you like to play music? What is it that just fuels you and gets you through your life? Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button because the spring videos are coming out. We've got all kinds of DIYs. Also, I'm going to start putting everything in the down bar that I'm wearing, makeup, fashion things, all that stuff is going to be in the down bar. Just a little FYI. But as always, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!